Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz Weber. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. Today we're talking all things baby product must-haves, but for the first year. So I did do a newborn must-haves back in, I believe it was like July. It was a few months after my daughter was born, but these are products that we are using now that she's a little bit older. So I am a first-time mom, and it was so hard for me to decide like what to put on my registry or what are products that we're gonna need a little bit later down the line, like not just those newborn products. So hopefully this video will help you out because my husband and I have tried a lot of products. Too many products. Since we've tried so many products, I do feel like we have a pretty good grasp on the items that we absolutely love that are must-haves. We recommend to all of our friends who are having babies, which is a lot. A lot of our friends are having babies now. We are in that stage of life. So I'm always recommending different products that we truly, truly love that I think will work for a lot of babies that aren't like very baby specific. I do feel like a lot of the products in the newborn phase can be baby specific, like they like a certain swaddle, or they're more particular about certain pacifiers and stuff like that. But the older they get, the more I'm realizing that she kind of just like plays with whatever we give her. She's a little bit less particular. So hopefully these items are a little bit more one size fits all than the newborn items. So for today's video, I am going to try going through them pretty fast. I have about 25 items and I have them here on my phone. But basically I'm just going to give you a rundown on why we love it and why it's definitely made my top holy grail product list. I did try to put these in like specific categories, so like travel or feeding or sleep. So hopefully I have these listed right. There might be some random ones in random categories. But to kick us off for this video, we're going to start in like the sleep category. I feel like that's a good category to start in. Now in the sleep category, the first thing that I would recommend is the Hatch sound machine. Now this is a product that we have been using since the newborn phase. So I actually did have this on my newborn must-have video as well. But I'm here to tell you that we use it every single day, every single night since she was born, actually, because we even used it in our room. Now we have the little like Hatch Restore alarm clock, which I absolutely love for myself, but for her I just have the normal Hatch sound machine. So it has different changing colors for like lights. So why I love it is because you can change the color on it. So if you're feeding in that room and you want it to be a little bit calmer, you can do like a red light or a soft warm like orange light, or to wake them up you can do like a blue light. There's a bunch of different settings and you can change it all from your phone, which is really cool. Even the sound itself, you can change what type of sound or even the volume of the sound on your phone. And we found that to be very, very helpful, especially figuring out like what works for her. Like in the middle of the night, we would kind of just like change things from our phone, and it was very, very convenient. Next thing in the sleep category is the Kite sleep sacks. Now we used like the Kite pajamas early on, but we were using the weighted sleep sack and then also like an arms up sleep sack. When she was a newborn, we tried everything. But now that she is like sleeping through the night, which she has been since about 5 months, we switched her over to just the Kite baby ones. And the reason I love them is the zippers are a double zipper. So it's super easy to like change her in, get her in and out of it. I like the sizing too, because they do grow into them really nicely. But the best part is they're so soft. These things, like I want one for myself. Like I want to lay in bed in a little Kite baby sleep sack and I would be so comfortable. And they come in really cute, like neutral colors too, or bright colors or prints. So there's a lot of different options, and their PJs are also amazing. Now for our monitor, we have the YUFFIE Baby One. I think it's pronounced YUFFIE, not YUFFIE. I'm gonna say YUFFIE. We have the YUFFIE Baby One, and it is awesome. We love this thing. So it is Wi-Fi. I honestly at first wasn't sure if I wanted a Wi-Fi monitor, but now that we've had one, I cannot go back, because whenever we're traveling, we'll bring that one with us, which it's super easy to travel with. And it's nice because if we have somebody watching her while we're out of the house, so if we have like a babysitter or a family member watching her, we out of the house can look at her. It's great too because we also have a nanny. So if we want to check in on her and be like, oh, like, is she sleeping? We can see her even if we're not at the house. So I really like that. I think that it's super convenient, and I did not realize the convenience that it would bring until now that we have one. Again, like I don't think I could go back. So the YUFFIE one's really good. The one we have also comes with one of those like smart socks, like the Owlet. I do believe the price is a little bit better than the Owlet though. But by the time we got the YUFFIE monitor, we didn't need the sock. So I've heard it's really good, but we haven't used it. So I can't attest to the sock itself for like the breathing monitoring, but I can attest to the monitor itself, and I really, really like it. All right, another sleep thing is a Newton mattress. This kind of goes without too much explanation. It's one of those mattresses that it's breathe safe. Because like I said, Emerson does sleep on her stomach, so it just gives me peace of mind whenever I'm like looking at her on the monitor and realizing like, no, if she has her face in there, she can still breathe. So it's just more of like a safety thing, but this one's really, really nice. And we truly just absolutely love this mattress, and I love that it's gonna grow with her as well. Okay, as I'm looking over this list, I'm realizing that a lot of the things that I am talking about are also in the nursery, so we're gonna kind of stay in that realm. Something that I also love is this over-the-door organizer. So this goes in her closet, over the door, and it just organizes everything super super nicely. So if you wanted to have like a diaper and wipe restock, or have like extra bibs in there, or I even have like her little joggers in there, just things that are easy to reach. It's just another way to organize the nursery, and it's super, super convenient, and it looks really nice too. It's like a nice linen material. I guess this is also in her nursery, but double zipper onesies. People always said, and I even had this in my newborn must-haves as well, that double zipper onesies are definitely a must-have, and they are. I agree. And I really do like, there's certain ones from Amazon, I'll link down below with everything else, that are like Kite Baby dupes. They do run pretty big, but the material is amazing. And actually, I feel like I don't mind that they run big, because she's been able to grow into them for a long time. So she's been able to wear them for a really long time. But any sort of double zipper onesies throughout the whole first year are super helpful. And then other than the Amazon double zipper onesies, I also really like the ones from Target and Old Navy. Both of those always have really good, just affordable onesies. They come in packs typically, especially at Target. I feel like all my friends who have babies, we all end up showing up with our babies wearing the exact same outfit, because Target has so many good things, especially for girls. I have seen some good boy stuff there too though. Speaking of baby clothes, another place I love to get clothes for Emerson is H&M. They have some really good stuff, and I did not even realize until Emerson was like 6 months old that they even had baby clothes, but they're so cute and pretty affordable. Sometimes their sets and stuff will get a little bit pricey, but what's good about them is a lot of times their sets are things that they can grow into really easily, because they don't have feet or anything. So it's not like they're going to grow out of it super easily. So you might be spending like $25 on a set, but you're also going to be able to have them wear it for longer. And they're super cute. So I've gotten a lot of stuff from H&M. All right, we are going to move on to baby travel. So we've actually traveled a lot with Emerson. So we went to New York in August. So she was about 5 months whenever we went. We went for an entire month. So packing for her, you can only imagine. It was our first time ever traveling with her, and we had so much stuff for us because it was an entire month, and then also so much stuff for her. I mean, you realize like once you start traveling with a baby, like if we're even doing a road trip, our entire car is packed. Even if my husband and I only have one bag each, it's still so packed. But these are the items that we truly, truly swear by, that I will not travel without. Seriously, like that sounds dramatic, but I will not travel without these items because they're that good. The first thing is at the top of the list, and it is the slumber pod. If you do not have a slumber pod and you plan on traveling at all with your baby who is in a travel crib, I'm telling you right now, you will never go back. It is the best thing ever. It is a little bit big to set up. So anytime if we're like setting it up in a smaller room, like in a hotel room or in like an Airbnb, the poles that you have to put together, it like takes up a lot of space. But once it's up, it's great. It doesn't take up too much space. It's basically like the width of a travel crib. And what it is it's basically a dome that goes over your crib that is breathable material, of course, but completely blacks out everything on the inside. There's a zipper so you can like get them easily out of it. You don't have to like lift it up or anything. And you can even like check in on them at the top. There's 2 little holes. There's one that we put our sound machine in, and there's even a space for a monitor. So then whenever we went to the Dominican Republic with her over New Year's, we were so happy that we got it because we were sharing a room with her. And the best part is we would like walk in the room. She'd be in the crib under the slumber pod. We would walk in the room, lights on and everything, even be talking at like a normal level because she had her sound machine right there. She slept through the entire thing. It was amazing. It's almost like she has her own little room. It's awesome. Now, this is not sponsored at all, but I did reach out to the brand and I was like, listen. I told him, I was like, I absolutely love your product. Like I could talk about it for forever. Would you want to be willing to give a discount code? And they said yes. So I do have a discount code with them. I will put on the screen, and I'll also put it down below with a link so you can save some money on it. Cause it's not like super cheap or anything, but it's something that if you do plan on traveling is 100% worth it. And if you have a discount code, I would buy it 1000%. That is also a good item to put on your registry that I wish I had put on my registry initially. Travel item is the travel crib that we were talking about. So I was trying so hard to find a good travel crib, and I was so convinced that I needed to get like the most expensive one, which I think is like the Baby Bjorn one's really expensive. They have a couple of other ones, but in my head, I was like, but why? Like, it's a crib. So there's got to be ones on the market that are great, but aren't like crazy, crazy expensive. So the one I found is called Dream on Me, I believe. It's from Amazon. And here is why I love it. It's very easy to put together. We put it up all the time. We have friends who come over that have a baby. And so whenever they want to put their baby down, if we're hanging out, I'll literally just pop up the travel crib in our office, and that's where she'll sleep. It's awesome. Another reason I love it is it actually fits in the side of a checked bag. So whenever it is like folded up and everything, it literally just fits and then takes up the entire space, but it fits on one side of a checked suitcase. Here's a little hack too. I also, whenever we're traveling, I'll put all of her clothes like on the inside at the top because there's like a big gap from where just like how it folds up. So I'll put a lot of her like onesies and PJs and stuff in there just to save room, and then put that in the suitcase. Saves a lot of room. So that travel crib is awesome. I also got an additional mattress mattress for it though, so which I will also link down below. It's like a tri-fold mattress, and this mattress is so comfortable. It has two sides, one for like whenever they're younger that is softer, or no, that's firmer, and then the other side for another like 9 months plus that is softer. Why am I getting that so messed up? One side's softer, one side's firmer. Anyways, it's a really great mattress. Again, it travels really easily too and has its own case as well. Another travel item that I absolutely swear by is the Nuna travel stroller. So this is the TRV, I believe, and it folds up. I'm sure you've seen it all over social media, but it folds up so easily. Like literally one hand, you like press a button and it just does it on its own. And then you just pick it up, super lightweight. My favorite part about the stroller though is the fact that you can actually put it in an overhead bin on an airplane. Now, some people, when I've said that, they're like, no, they won't let you, but I've never had any issues. They always let us. So we fly Delta typically, but they've never said anything about it. And the reason that we did that is because on the way to New York, we did not do that. We had it in its travel bag and course got off the flight and the wheel was broke. So we were about to stay for an entire month in New York with this stroller and the wheel broke. Thankfully, they reimbursed us. We got it fixed. It was a whole thing. But that is the reason that we do go ahead and put it in the overhead bin. I've had no issues at all. So if you're looking for a good travel stroller, I 100% recommend this one. It's so lightweight, even has like a good size basket underneath as well. Like you can put a diaper bag under there for sure. Speaking of diaper bags, I do still love my freshly picked diaper bag, which is the one that I mentioned in my newborn must-haves. However, I have a new thing that I'm really loving. It is the base diaper clutch. I have a video on my Instagram showing like what I can fit in there and like what I pack in the diaper clutch. Now, if I'm going somewhere for like an all day thing, then I will probably bring the backpack, like if I'm not gonna be close to our car or anything. But if I'm just going out to run errands, I will put this just sitting in the car, or I'll bring it with me in the stroller. Fits super well, very compact. The reason that I love this thing is because it actually has a changing pad that like folds out, and then the actual clutch itself stays standing. And to me, that's very, very convenient. So whenever I'm changing her, I literally just unzip the sides, roll out the little like changing pad changer, and then fold it back up. It is very, very easy. The actual clutch itself holds so much on the inside. I can fit like 5 diapers, a pack of wipes, an outfit change, snacks, her toys. It even has a key leash, and it has good like organizational pockets on the inside as well. This would be a great gift for a friend or to add to your registry. And also, I just love the look of it. Like it looks super sleek. I'll like carry it under my arm or carry it with the wristlet, but mainly I'll just have it like under the stroller as like just extra stuff that we're bringing with us. I've absolutely fallen in love with this next product. It is the Tush Baby. I think that this thing is so brilliant. If you have a baby that doesn't love to be in a carrier, Emmy is okay at being in a carrier. It depends on her mood. Like if she's super sleepy, I can put her in a carrier and she'll kind of just hang out. But if she's in one of those moods where she wants to be like crawling around, but we're in a place that she can't really crawl around, the Tush Baby is amazing. So I have this under the travel category because I actually used this at the airport as well whenever we were boarding the airplane, because we had the stroller all ready to like go in the overhead bin. So I would strap on the Tush Baby, have her sitting right there, and she was so chill all the way to the airplane. And so I actually used this too. Like we were at a baby shower the other day, and I literally just brought this in the car with me. She was being a little fussy, and she gets heavy too. So I was like, let me get the Tush Baby out. I brought it out, had her toys in it because it has a bunch of pockets. I even had like some diapers in there, so I didn't have to bring a diaper bag. It's kind of like a diaper bag and carrier in one. So this product is awesome. Now, I did work with them a few months back, and I do believe I still have a discount code that's active with them. So I will put that down below if you're interested. But it's just another one of those products I didn't know I needed until I had it. And I'm like, what did I do without that thing? I guess this could kind of go over travel. I'm going to talk about our car seat. So we did switch her over to the Even Flow Revolve 360 car seat, and this was recommended by a lot of moms, and I really, really love it. It has 2 cup holders, which are super fun, especially as she gets older. And I think the reason that a lot of moms raved about this is because as your baby gets older, they become more of like that toddler stage. They're hard to get out of the car seats. So having the Revolve feature is actually very helpful. And I've even realized with Emmy, it's helped my back. It's easier for her. She's like less fussy getting out of the car because I feel like she's turning less. She's just kind of like straight out. Now for the newborn phase, I really did love the Nuna infant car seat. That one was awesome, but Emmy started crying in the car a lot. And I was like, what is going on? So we got the new car seat. Now, I don't think she's cried in the car, I need to knock on wood, once. She seems way more comfortable. She has way more room. It also can recline and sit up. So it has like different seating positions, and it's just a really, really good car seat. We're really happy with it. Moving on to toys and like play times. My community over on TikTok and on Instagram rave about this product. I swear it's a top seller. It is the best. They always are asking where it's from anytime I show it in any videos, but it is what I like to call a baby jail. So what it is, it's like a wooden gated baby area, has like little white connectors too. So it's Aesthetic, of course, is awesome. And if you put it on a rug, which we have it on a rug or like a plain mat, it's not gonna move either. So we got our little baby jail whenever Emmy was around 6 or 7 months, maybe closer to 7 months old. And we knew she was gonna start crawling soon. So we're like, well, this will be good because it's big enough to where she doesn't feel like so contained, but also she's contained. And then once she started crawling around like 8 months, we're like, okay, this is 1000% necessary. We have all of her toys in there, which even though you can see all of them, it does make the mess feel a lot more contained, which is really nice. We also have it in a little back room. So if you're looking like in our living room, you can't see it. And it's like the perfect size to fit right behind our living room. So it's really nice for that reason too. But we love this thing. Emmy loves it. She loves playing in there. She doesn't get like mad if we put her in there. She gets excited because it's just playing with her toys. We'll hang out in there with her. So it's not like we're just putting her in there and like walking away. We're hanging out in there with her. It's just a lot easier knowing that she can't crawl around and pick something off the floor or like go in the fireplace. We'll have her playing in there for a little bit throughout the day and then obviously have her throughout the house as well. But it's just nice having all of her toys in one spot. Now for the toys we have in this baby jail, here are some of our absolute favorites. The first one has got to be, I believe is it Fisher Price? It's the piano playmat. It's the one that all the moms talk about. And I initially was like, I don't want that. Like that thing is just, it's not pretty. It's not aesthetic. Well, I've had to get over that because this thing is amazing. We got this thing whenever she was a newborn and she still uses it to this day and she's 11 months old. Like that's crazy. It's such a good investment, quote unquote. It's like 35 bucks, but it's so nice because they will use it for a long time. So what it is, it's like a little piano, like kick play mat. But it also comes with a bunch of like little toy attachments and it's just fun because you can actually sit up the piano. So now that she's like sitting up on her own, obviously she can like play with the piano like that instead of being on tummy time and hitting it or kicking it. So it's just a really good versatile toy for like as they get older. And it comes in pink and green. So you have one for like a boy and a girl, but it is the best. Another toy that we've loved for a long time is the Skip Hop Activity Center. So why I love this, again, is it grows with them. So it has like a little stand at the bottom and you like set them in it and they stand there, but you can actually like lower and raise the little stand. So like as they get bigger, you'll obviously lower it. And it has a bunch of little toys you can move around too. So you can kind of like switch it up for them. Has a piano, which she loves anything with music. And you can put the piano at the top or at the bottom so she can kick it if she wants. But another thing that's great about it is you can actually take the bottom part and put it on the top whenever they get older and make it like a little activity table. They actually have chairs that we don't have yet, but maybe we'll get one day whenever she's like doing more activities at the table. We'll get like the little chairs to go around it. But again, another good piece that will last you a really long time. And the last toy that I would highly recommend that I don't want to recommend it because it is very annoying. However, my daughter loves this thing and I've heard a lot of babies love it. I think it's by VTech. I don't even know. I'll put a photo of it here, but it is this purple activity cube. So it has like a bunch of different sides to it. It has music that is like in my head constantly. Like I go to sleep just thinking of this music. It's kind of like the playmat. Like they have all of these very catchy songs, but Emmy loves it, so it's totally fine. She has literally played with this thing since she was like 4 months old. So she loves it and still loves it, which is really nice, again, to buy a toy that she's not just gonna use for a month, but is continuing to use it. Now, I would have a bath category. However, Emmy does not like baths. We have to literally, well, I say we, Zach has to stand in the shower with her and bathe her that way because she hates it so much. So we're kind of going through a we hate bath phase, but we're getting through it. It's okay. Maybe one day she'll love the bath and I'll have a ton of bath recommendations for toys and all that stuff. But the one thing that we do love is the Tubby Todd line. So this line has like the shampoo, it has like the all over body ointment, which we use whenever she was a newborn for all of her baby acne, made it go away immediately. There's lotion. It just has a lot of really good products. Like we use the body wash every single time that we bathe her. We just really like all the clean ingredients. It smells really nice and it takes a long time to run out. So a little bit does go a long way. So even though it is a little bit pricier, it's kind of pricey, but even though it is, I think it's worth it because of the ingredients and because it will last you a long time. We are on our last section, which is the feeding section. And I'm gonna start with something that might not even seem like a feeding item, but it is now for us. And it is the Baby Bjorn bouncer. So we started using this bouncer when she was a newborn and Emmy loved this thing. It was on my newborn must-haves because the girl like would be so happy as long as she was being bounced in her bouncer. And I was so sad the day that we put it away because I was like, oh, we don't really use this anymore. And I brought it out randomly about a month ago because Emmy is still taking bottles. She's doing formula now. We stopped breastfeeding last month. So she's drinking a lot more bottles. So what we'll do, because obviously like they need to be like leaned back because it's hard for her like sit up and drink her bottle. I'll just put her in the little bouncer and she's happy as can be just sitting there drinking her bottle. So I say that in the feeding section to say if you have one and you put it away, maybe bring it back out because your baby might be able to use it for feeding. Other things for feeding. Now, our daughter loves to eat. She loves solids. We started solids around like 6-7 months and she could eat literally anything I put in front of her. I was so surprised the other day I gave her cottage cheese and she was like, yes, please. I absolutely love this. It's just funny. Like she will eat anything. So the things that we've been loving for her feedings are we love the silicone spoons. These ones are from Amazon, the ones that we have. We also love the little silicone plates that have like different dividers so you can like put, you know, their food in different sections. Those are really nice. And they also stick to the high chair. So, or like the tabletop of the high chair. So that way they can't like push it off, which is of course, very important. And then we also love the little like catching bibs. So these are like silicone, easy to just like wash off in the sink or put in the dishwasher. And it catches all the food right here that she drops. Because of course she's going to drop a lot of food. Now I will say, I know I'm going to make a separate video on products I wish we hadn't bought. But I am going to say in this video, I do not like our Munchkin high chair. I'm so sad because it is so pretty. Love the way it looks. However, the actual like footstool part of it does not adjust, so she can't have her feet planted, which is obviously very important. And she slides a lot in it too. Like it just doesn't hold her like sitting up. Like she's either reaching forward or like sliding down. It's not ideal. I do think we're going to try selling it and getting a new one. But that's really the one I do not like. But we do have a floating high chair, which I know sounds so scary for people, but literally like I've sat on top of it and it did not move. It is awesome. We use this every single day. So what it is, it basically just connects to your counter. You like kind of like screw it so it's like the pressure connects it, and then she just sits in it and it's awesome. And it actually has a tray as well, so you can use it for feeding. We typically just use it for her to like hang out with us. So if we're making breakfast for ourselves or just hanging out in the kitchen, we set her in that with some toys. I'll put some like painter's tape on the little tray for her to like peel it off and play with. It's just a nice thing. Like we have had that on our counter now for months and months and don't plan on taking it off anytime soon because she seems to really like it. Okay, I think that wraps up all of my top products. If I'm forgetting anything, I will put them down below so you guys can check it out. But I believe that that is all of them. These are all products, again, that I absolutely swear by, that we've loved, especially from like 6 months to 12 months. I mean, I know, like I said, she's only 11 months, but I feel like she's almost a year. And honestly, most of these products are ones that I did not put on my registry that I ended up getting and love and recommend to all my friends. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys as well. Also, please comment down below any other videos that you would like to see that are in this like motherhood baby space. I do have some videos over on Instagram of like meals we feed her, day in the life vlogs, but I'd be happy to share that here on YouTube as well. Also, in the meantime, please go follow along over on Instagram and TikTok. It's at Liz Weber with an underscore on Instagram and at Liz Weber on TikTok. I would love for you to join the family over there and just have more of that community feel. I'm always talking to you guys on DMs. It's my favorite part of my job, is just getting to connect, especially with moms, because I feel like we're all kind of going through this together. We're all learning. Like I learned products and different things to do and different things to try with my baby through social media and through videos like this. So I hope that we can just help each other out, and I would love to connect with you over there, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.